We asked you this question earlier. These two items, let's put them up on the screen again. Between these two, a Mercedes-Benz E350, oh, I want that, convertible, and then on the right, a cell phone from Chinese company ZTE that the U.S. government says does business with Iran and North Korea. Which one poses a bigger threat to our national security? Well, the answer might be pretty obvious to our viewers, but the Trump administration is starting to feel otherwise. At the president's direction, officials have invoked national security as a rationale for preparing to slap tariffs on foreign cars coming into the U.S., like Mercedes. On the other hand, the administration and Republican members of Congress have eased penalties on Chinese telecom giant ZTE. Joel Trachtman is a professor for international law at Tufts Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. Explain to us how this is all going to work. Which one is more dangerous to the national security?
Well, you're right, Liz, that the Mercedes-Benz doesn't pose any kind of direct threat to American national security. President Trump is acting under this Section 232 of the 1962 Act, which was designed to protect industries that were really critical to national security, where we couldn't get those materials somewhere else. And President Trump is using that statute as a kind of carte blanche to put tariffs on anything that he decides. And there's a lawsuit that has been brought by the American Steel Institute saying, you know, that doesn't give you that power. And if it does, it's unconstitutional because the power to decide tariffs belongs to Congress. So there's a real question in United States law. And then there's a question whether we can change our tariffs and still comply with WTO law, where we agreed to keep our tariffs at a certain level.
People look at the levels of tariffs when it comes to cars. We charge 2.5% tariff when cars come from out of the country. Europeans are charging 10%. President Trump says, fine, we're going to match that or go even higher to 20%, having nothing to do with national security but fairness. But a lot of people forget, and we can put it up on the screen, that there is a light truck tariff that we invoke, that we tag on for all incoming light trucks of 25%. So to be perfectly clear about what's going on, it's not exactly as transparent as it looks. But when it comes to invoking the issue of this national security, let me play devil's advocate. Cars use up a lot of steel. What if we need steel for a war machine situation that eventually comes to pass?
The steel manufacturing capacity that the United States has is sufficient by a multiple to prepare the armaments that we need. There's no issue about steel. There's no issue about automobiles. I believe it's a pretext, and it's an abuse of this national security authority. And by the way, those European tariffs of 10% on automobiles, and as you say, ours are 25% on light trucks, which includes SUVs, so that's a big category. Yeah. But the average European tariff is 3%. The average United States tariff is 3.3%. This is reciprocity. It's not exactly mirror image reciprocity, but it's reciprocal.
Okay, so those BMW SUVs that are known as the mom jeans version of SUVs, or the Lexus small SUV. So those had tariffs coming in from out of town, out of the country?
They did, but BMW makes all of its X5s in South Carolina for the whole world market because of that 25% tariff.
Exactly, and they employ people in the Carolinas.
That's right.
All right, so how do we get fairer trade? That's what the president is really pushing here. He did just put out a tweet today that said tariffs are the greatest, exclamation point. I'm not sure he really meant that. I think that he's really trying to gear up in advance of the meeting with the European Union Commission President, Jean-Claude Juncker, tomorrow, who has said he's not giving in. Juncker has said, we'll respond tit for tat, but maybe can you anticipate what happens tomorrow in that meeting? Will the Europeans give a few give-backs, and then that way the president can say, well, we won and you won?
Yeah, everybody's read The Art of the Deal. Everybody knows that we're just going to punch back. Juncker says, I hate doing this, but I know I have to. China does it. Even Angela Merkel, who's really worried about the German automobile industry, I think she will support retaliating. So there will be retaliation. The Europeans are going to come in and say, we understand some of your legitimate complaints, mostly about China. We're willing to work with you to do something about China. Let's see if we can put things together. And maybe, you know, President Trump will say, yes, I can work with you on that.
I miss Monty Hall. Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal.
Oh, Monty.
Right.
It's great to see you, Joel. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz.
Joel Trachtman of the Fletcher School over at Tufts.